new series Boston Blue, Friday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
Download the WZMQ 19 app or visit WZMQ19.com for the latest news and weather. Around the clock and on your schedule. 19 News is all about you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a city in mourning after a deadly shooting in a Manhattan skyscraper left 4 dead, including a police officer. We'll have the latest on the investigation. Plus, another meeting in Ishpeming to discuss the regulations surrounding walleye in 2 Marquette County lakes. We'll have the details. And students in the UP are getting a head start in the trades and even operating heavy machinery. We'll tell you about the Upper Peninsula Construction Council's Trades Summer Camp. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
And a first look at your forecast, a nice and quiet night for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies and fairly seasonal temperatures in the lower 60s. Slightly cooler though. We did have a little bit of a cold front come through, but we do have an air quality warning in effect for the entire Upper Peninsula. So with lots of sunshine on the way for tomorrow, we'll have some of that haze and smoke to start things off, but mainly going to be the issue in addition to still some heat as we head towards the weekend. So all that coming up in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you. One day after a gunman shot and killed 4 office workers in a Midtown Manhattan skyscraper, details are emerging, suggesting that the gunman was targeting the NFL. This comes as New York City comes together to mourn those killed. Jared Hill has the latest tonight.
One day after a man's deadly rampage on a Midtown Manhattan office building, leaving 4 dead and a 5th wounded, New Yorkers are working to pick up the pieces. Late Tuesday, New Yorkers gathered for a vigil in the city's Bryant Park to pay tribute to the lives lost. Earlier, the body of Diderol Islam, the 36-year-old police officer killed in the shooting, was transferred to a mosque in the Bronx. Islam leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. His wife is currently 8 months pregnant with the couple's 3rd child.
The youngest son doesn't really understand, and his eldest son is in shock.
Investigators now believe the gunman was targeting the headquarters of the National Football League.
He did have a note on him. The note alluded to that he felt he had CTE, a known brain injury for those who participate in contact sports.
Police identified the shooter as 27-year-old Las Vegas resident and casino security guard Shane Tamura. They say he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the chest. Photos show him walking into the Midtown building with a high-powered rifle in plain sight. It's believed Tamura had intended to get to the NFL headquarters inside of the building, but he used the wrong elevator bank. Instead, he took his carnage from the lobby to the 33rd floor. In addition to Officer Islam, unarmed security guard Alan Detienne and real estate executive and mother of 2, Wesley LePatner, were also killed before the shooter headed to the 33rd floor and killed his final victim, 27-year-old Julia Hyman. Tamura's online profile says he played high school football. Police say his note accused the NFL of knowingly concealing danger to the brain.
Michigan's Attorney General is sounding the alarm over potential cuts to food assistance for low-income families. Dana Nessel says the Trump administration's push to collect personal data from SNAP recipients isn't just a privacy concern. It could also lead to a sharp drop in participation in essential programs. Nessel says her office has joined a multi-state legal challenge to block the move and protect the privacy of more than 1 million Michigan residents who rely on SNAP benefits.
This is unlawful, it's a violation of privacy, and it is a direct threat to health and safety of our state's most vulnerable residents.
This is just one of many lawsuits filed by Nessel and other Democrat attorneys general. There is more information on our website, WZMQ19.com. Special Election Day is coming up fast, just 1 week away. The Marquette County special election will take place on August 5th, and with the majority of proposals this year focused on millage renewals, half of them are for Champion Township. WZMQ's Andrew Hands has the details on their importance to the area.
As the August 5th special election draws near, Champion Township is on the ballot with 3 key bond renewals this year. These include current standings in its general fund operating millage of 5 mills, financing emergency medical services of 1 mills, and the road fund repair and maintenance millage of 2 mills.
We're not asking for any increases in anything, so it's just maintaining the status quo. The importance is that the money is needed for just the continued operation of the things that we have going in the township.
Champion Township Supervisor Mike Simula says it's important to understand that although there are no changes this year, renewing these items is crucial.
Our budget is pretty lean and mean, but we're able to do quite a bit with what we have. So in order to keep doing the things we've been doing, we just need to be able to get these millages renewed.
Simula also reminds residents that the township's polling stations will take place in its new hall this year.
Our polling location has changed from the old office to our new office here on 41.
The township hall will be open for voting on Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Reporting in Champion, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
We'll have more information about the special election on our website. The Michigan DNR held an information gathering session tonight in Ishpeming Township. The topic, size limits on walleye fishing and on selected lakes in the UP. Our own John Truitt attended the meeting and has the story.
The Michigan DNR has noticed a decline in the size and amount of walleye being taken from Upper Peninsula lakes. To reverse this trend, the DNR is proposing a limit on the size of walleye that can be harvested from 10 lakes in the UP. 2 of those lakes are in Marquette County, Lake Independence in Big Bay and Teal Lake in Negaunee.
But these lakes all have strong natural reproduction, which is an important factor. They're popular fisheries, which is an important factor. And they're lakes that deserve a little bit more attention as we try to monitor and sustain walleye populations.
The proposal will protect fish from 18 inches to 23 inches. Because these sizes are prime spawning sizes for walleye.
We are trying to protect those females in that 18 to 23 inch range. Is that we will want to have a strong spawning population, and having a large number of females in that size range will really help our populations.
The anglers in attendance at this meeting asked questions of the DNR fisheries representatives and for the most part agree with the proposal.
I'm in favor of the proposal to actually limit harvest of those female walleyes in that really vulnerable stage of their lives is going to benefit all the fishermen that are out there.
The proposed rule change still has to be approved by the Natural Resources Commission, but DNR officials believe this initiative will produce a more plentiful and robust walleye population for years to come. In Ishpeming, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
This summer, 26 UP high schoolers are getting firsthand experience in the trades and getting a jump start on their careers. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons tells us how.
The Upper Peninsula Construction Council's Building Trades Summer Camp gives students 6 weeks to try out different types of work.
We've operated cranes, excavators, boiler making, iron workers, concrete, sheet metal workers, electrical. I've done it all basically.
We've been learning a lot of cool stuff. It's been really fun.
They also get to see what those jobs really look like in their communities.
We always do a field trip with our students. This week we'll be going to the Renegade Solar Project over in Rock, which is cool. We get to see something that's physically under construction. We've been with Enbridge, Billerud. The students work Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday they get to go see some of the places that we actually do work.
On Tuesday, students took a short but productive break, networking with local employers.
I just like talking to professionals and learning all the cool things that they do.
A chance to ask questions, collect business cards, and build relationships.
We don't always remember names, but quite often we remember faces. If we can sit down and break bread with a group of students, that might trigger something, right? That, oh, I remember you. Didn't you go through the summer camp? And maybe they're going to make an application to become an apprentice.
In the camp's 4th year, the Construction Council has seen it help students get to that next level.
We have students that are in all the trades right now that actually have made that transition. We're in the Operating Engineers Local 324 hall today. One of our inaugural students is literally working with heavy machinery right now, going through his apprenticeship program. Started right here at the summer camp.
And with 40% of trades workers being eligible to retire in the next 5 to 7 years, it's a key component in keeping these industries well staffed and in good hands.
Our #1 export from the UP is 18 to 25-year-olds. We got great public education systems, great community colleges, great universities, and then they're all going somewhere else. We want them to know that there is a family-sustaining career right here in the UP.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Gladstone.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, a local museum is using a documentary to educate how past strikes from iron workers affected the Upper Peninsula. And we'll have more details on the scheduled air show in Marquette County this weekend. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
It's hilarious. Hidden camera. Hijinks. The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. It was a nice and sunny day today, 79 degrees for that high temperature. The average is 76, so nowhere near that record of 94 set back in 1988, but things were nice, quiet and calm for today, and we really will have a nice stretch of dry conditions. But most of the issues with weather right now across the country are the heat and the air quality. So we're fortunate to stay clear of the extreme heat, but the air quality will be an issue. So the numbers right here do tell us it's a great boat day for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, fairly calm winds, 5 to 10 knots from the northwest. No advisories and nice and low waves, but what you can't see here is the issues with the air quality. So we're, of course, still dealing with those Canadian wildfires, and as soon as we get those northern winds in effect, it essentially pulls all that down and gives us really poor air quality. So the entire Upper Peninsula, if you see gray, and if you're watching this, you're under this alert until Thursday at 12. So typically these are issued for, let's say, 24 hours if they know that this is going to be an issue. But the fact that this is from now until Thursday afternoon, this tells us that the air quality will be increased way more than it should be for this time of the year, at least for Thursday until noon. So for now, we're still into the 120s for the air quality out of 200. And tomorrow will be at about 86. So for the rest of tonight and tomorrow morning, that really is going to be the worst of it, but it will linger through Wednesday and Thursday, slowly improving when we get to the weekend. So we'll show you the future smoke too, especially the southern portion of the Upper Peninsula to get your day started tomorrow. Keep that in mind if you go out for that morning walk, if you eat the breakfast outside, drink the coffee on your patio. You might even see the haze as the sun starts to rise, and some of it will burn off, but the issue is we are expecting clear skies on our future cast. So with that, a lot of the smoke can come down and it can get even lower into the atmosphere. So in terms of rain, things look great here. We have a nice stretch of dry days coming our way. This is now your Wednesday night, still looking good. Maybe a drop or two here and there. Not really impressed by any sort of rain that would want to fire up. Even Thursday morning, Thursday night, things are nice and dry. The UV outlook too will stay into that high/very high range for really now until the the weekend. So whatever your outdoor plans are, the main issue, at least for the next few days, is going to be the air quality. But of course, it is still going to be hot outside, and we'll even be trending still slightly above average for those temperatures in the next 6 to 10 days. So when we close out July and enter even the first week or week and a half of August, we'll see more of the 80s on here, but not quite on this 7-day, actually below average for the next few days as we start to improve the air quality issues. And we'll get to the mid 70s when we enter August 1st on Friday, and then we get to your first weekend of August, finally some sunshine back, and that carries us through the weekend with temperatures into the lower 80s.
Kelly, thank you very much. With record heat gripping many parts of the country, the temperatures have forced a change in strategy for some young athletes. Skylar Henry reports from Atlanta.
The football team at this Atlanta high school shifted practice to start at 6 a.m. to avoid running drills through dangerous heat.
It just really decreases any kind of heat illness.
Athletic director Natasha Harrigan says the school measures the wet bulb globe temperature every 30 minutes with this thermometer to gauge heat stress in the sun.
It's at 93 right now, so it's telling us that we need to get off the field.
As readings rise, more safety precautions are taken.
Do the rules still apply in the same way for different sports, or is football one way?
Every sport is the same thing. Obviously, football has helmet and pads, but as far as the readings and the water breaks, all of that is still the same for all sports across the board.
Outside Memphis, Tennessee, 16-year-old Joshua Henderson collapsed during his school's football practice earlier this month. He died Saturday after a severe heat stroke.
They were outside in 95-degree weather.
They running them boys and they not giving
running
them water.
drills and not giving them water until they complete the drill.
More than 160 million people are under heat alerts from Dallas to Boston. Meanwhile, in Chicago, ambulances were told not to bring patients to Rush Medical Center, one of the largest in the city, when its air conditioning broke down Monday morning. The hospital brought in extra AC units.
It was hot in the waiting room. I wanted to come back outside after sitting in the waiting room.
And these players will continue to be out here for the next several hours. They will pivot like this for as long as these heat advisories are in effect in the state of Georgia. Now, health officials have put an emphasis on this whenever the temperatures get this high, to make sure that you hydrate. And if you have to be outside for extended periods of time, find pockets where you can find some cool weather.
The Michigan Iron Industry Museum is showing off the work of local historians. Throughout the summer, the museum has been holding special Tuesday afternoon programs showcasing presentations on different parts of UP history. This week, the museum featured One Day Longer, a documentary produced by Andy Skews about the 1990 to 93 Marquette Iron Range strikes. The museum decided to host a viewing due to how recent the events the documentary covers are.
Particularly special because it is within living memory. So we have several of the miners who were part of this strike or were direct family members who were part of the strike who remember this happening, and they can come, I saw several of them here today, and learn more about that particular time and kind of revisit that time on the Marquette Iron Range.
The museum has 3 more Tuesday afternoon programs planned on August 5th and 12th and the 19th. A museum from below the bridge is coming to the UP to put on a show over Marquette County. WZMQ reporter Samuel McKnight gives us a sneak peek of an upcoming air show.
The Michigan Flight Museum, based in Belleville, Michigan, is bringing a new flight show, Wings Over Marquette, to the Marquette-Sawyer Regional Airport. The show will be on August 2nd and 3rd, starting at 1 p.m., and will feature a variety of both historical aircraft and fancy flying.
Since we are a museum and have World War II aircraft ourselves, we are into showing people the different type of aircraft, but we also like to show off aerobatic flying because everybody is so different in the air show world with what they do, and nobody flies the same plane the same. So it is just cool to show the public all the different types of flying.
Though the air show starts at 1, the grounds will be open at 10 a.m., where people can come and enjoy the weather, see the planes prepare, and even get the chance to ride in a few.
We also have 3 aircrafts that are available for rides. So we have 2 World War II planes, a C-47, a B-25, and a Huey helicopter that people can take a ride in. Or if they don't want to take a ride and go up in them, but they can sit on the ground and watch them fly around all day.
Organizers say they're always looking for new locations to have air shows, and though they're from the Lower Peninsula, they're excited to be in Marquette.
We all love the UP. A lot of people from our group travels up here. They have cabins up here. So a lot of them are vacationing right now, taking advantage that we're doing an air show up here. They're making a vacation out of this, and they're enjoying the Upper Peninsula, and it's nice exposure for up here.
And air shows are an important part of the museum's mission, preserving the history of aviation in Michigan for future generations.
Since a lot of our people in Michigan have served at the different bases around, it's kind of nice for the different generations to come and often show their grandkids, etc. This is what I did, and so we like to spread all of that.
Samuel McKnight, WZMQ 19 News, KI Sawyer.
General admission tickets are between $20 and $50. We'll have a link on how to purchase them on our website. Mike Ludlum has your sports headlines. When we come back, he'll tell us how the Negaunee Little League baseball team, now known as Team Michigan, is preparing for their next challenge. We'll be right back.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Lease a 2025 Ford Bronco Sport, Big Bend 4-wheel drive for $459 a month for 36 months with 0 due at signing. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
McCormick Life Hack. If someone invites you, is it okay if you ask who's there?
You've got to do it in an excited way. Oh my God, thank you for inviting me. Who else is coming?
Plus the sweetest Chicago sisters.
No matter what day it is, we help.
Then an inspiring archer on J-Hud.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
The greatest sportsmen and women. Icons of our time and beyond. Peerless performances. Champions in a class of their own. Legacies without equal. Timeless quality, superbly crafted stories showcasing the greatest sports heroes and their incredible winning moments. The Immortals, the greatest athletes of all time.
This is extreme crime.
To catch him, they'll use every trick in the book.
We were operating against ghosts, and ghosts are tough to find.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Lease a 2025 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive for $399 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Good evening, everyone. The Negaunee 11 and 12-year-old Major League Baseball team isn't satisfied with winning the state tournament. Manager Joe Dost and his staff and players want more. The group will be heading to Whitestown, Indiana this weekend, or suburban Indianapolis if you prefer, to begin Great Lakes regional action. Negaunee won the state tournament in Saginaw last week by defeating Plymouth Canton 10-5 in the title game, and before that, a 1-0 semifinal victory over Southern Grand Rapids. Manager Joe Dost says all 12 players on his team can pitch if necessary, and he's already seen some of his opponent's video.
Put a film on Game Changer. I looked a little bit at the Kentucky team, looked a little bit at the Ohio team, looked a little bit at the Illinois team. You know, I think they're a great baseball team, all of them, and there's a reason they're state champions. But I think that we're a state champion for a reason as well. So I like our odds. I like it because I think we're a mentally tough baseball team.
Being aggressive early in the at-bat, picking each other up when we strike out or things don't go our way, and playing good defense, just playing Negaunee baseball.
And if it's close to the zone, I want to attack it. So I can't take my normal swing or the same swing that I would take 2-0 or I take 3-1, right? where I'm looking for one pitch and one...
Negaunee, also known as Team Michigan, will play its first game Sunday at 4 o'clock against the winner of Saturday's contest between Kentucky and Ohio. For the first time, an American Legion State Baseball Tournament Championship trophy has arrived in Dickinson County. The Kingsford Greens captured the Class A state championship on Sunday, defeating Stevensville Lakeshore on its own field 8-4. The Greens had lost to that team earlier in the tournament, but the players from Kingsford and Norway picked up a 5-2 win on Saturday to force Sunday's contest. In the fourth inning Sunday, Kingsford took the lead on an RBI single by Jack Kriegel. Then Pablo Finley made it 3-1 with an RBI double to left field. Stevenson tied the game on a pair of sacrifice flies. Kingsford broke the game open in the seventh inning thanks to a few errors. Landon Amundsen's RBI single accounted for the final run. Pitcher Cam Varda held Stevensville in check the final 2 innings. Congratulations to Greens manager Bobby Anderson and his players on this accomplishment. An Upper Peninsula player has joined a Central Collegiate Hockey Association team. Calumet native Tanner Rowe used the transfer portal to leave the University of Michigan after 2 seasons and join the Ferris State Bulldogs. Rowe appeared in 45 games as a Wolverine, scoring 1 goal. That came during his freshman season against Stonehill. Prior to that, Rowe played 2 seasons for the Omaha Lancers in the United States Hockey League. He was an alternate captain in 2022 and 23 with 6 goals and 9 assists. And he had 4 goals and 7 helpers during his first year with the Lancers in 2021-22. Rowe is a 6'1" forward. He weighs 190 pounds. About 315 runners met in Marquette for the Queen City Marathon on Saturday. We caught up with some of them by the Ordock several minutes into the 13.1-mile run. 3 men stuck together for a while. On the left, 170 was Aiden Bastillo of Brighton, Michigan, 302 Zebedee Swager of Houghton, and number 1 was Alex Dennis of Marquette. Paulina Foti of Port Washington, Wisconsin had a comfortable lead for the women. Bastillo pulled away from his 2 competitors and crossed the line in 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 32.8 seconds. Swager was the runner-up about 47 seconds later, and Alex Dennis third, 53 seconds after Swager. 4 more Marquette residents were next, Carson and Colin Vanderskoff, then Carl Frudenstein and Chase Thompson. Paulina Folk maintained her advantage and finished first for the women in 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 7.1 seconds. She was the only runner outside of Michigan in the top 10 overall. Folk was more than 4.5 minutes faster than Marquette third-grade teacher Anna Kelly. NMU runners Lola Corpy of Ishpeming and Talon Prusi of Negaunee were 3rd and 4th, respectively. Meanwhile, 370 runners chose the 5-kilometer run. The race started in front of the Ordock Brewery on West Spring Street. If I counted correctly, 19 states were represented in this race. 6 states contributed finishers in the top 10. The race concluded near the Big Ordock, and Jonathan Facio of West Des Moines, Iowa, crossed first in 16 minutes. Just under 16 minutes, 15:59.6 to be exact. Chicago's Joseph Waite was the runner-up about 52 seconds after Facio. Pembine, Wisconsin's Jolie Berger was the women's winner and 4th overall, 18 minutes, 4.9 seconds. Marquette's Sydney Houston was 2nd and 8th overall, about 42 seconds later. And we will be right back.
The difference between an average morning and a Hardee's morning is hearty goodness that lasts till lunchtime, like our smoked sausage biscuit and Frisco breakfast sandwich. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
The greatest sportsmen and women, icons of our time and beyond, peerless performances, champions in a class of their own, legacies without equal, timeless quality, superbly crafted stories showcasing the greatest sports heroes and their incredible winning moments. The Immortals, the greatest athletes of all time.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Hardee's charbroiled Frisco burger on toasted sourdough, and signature mushroom Swiss burger. Fan favorites for over 30 years and counting. Served with 100% Angus beef. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
And a final look at your forecast as you get ready for your midweek. We do have some air quality issues to talk about. That air quality warning in effect for the entire Upper Peninsula. That's not only for tomorrow, but that's all the way until Thursday at noon. So we do have really dry and nice conditions, so you'll want to be outside. I understand that, but maybe just have the air recirculate in your car. Try not to exert too much energy, especially if you have those heart and lung issues. But overall, not a bad day tomorrow. Some slightly cooler temperatures. Don't know if anyone will be complaining about that. 69 for Marquette, and we'll get to the upper 70s down to the Iron Mountain. So it will be a great beach and boating day. Just keep in mind of the air quality issues, but improvement on all of that is coming your way as we close out July. Some hazy conditions to start off tomorrow, but the air quality will improve for the weekend, and we'll get some warmer temperatures back too as we enter the first weekend of August into the lower 80s.
Kelly, thanks again. And finally tonight, Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson will be speaking at Peter White Public Library this Thursday evening. She'll be in town promoting her new book, The Purposeful Warrior, Standing Up for What's Right When the Stakes Are High. Benson will be reading excerpts as well as holding a question and answer period in the library's community room starting at 6:30 p.m. The tickets are free but can only be obtained in person at the circulation desk.
She's more going to talk about what unites us as a state, as people, as a nation, than what separates us. And if you read her book, that's pretty much what her book is about. It's not about what I believe versus what you believe. It's more of like what's best for us.
If you can't attend, the event will also be streamed live on the library's YouTube channel. That's all from us tonight, everyone. We'll catch you back here again tomorrow at 6/5 Central. See you then.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Get 0% APR for 48 months or $7,500 in rebates on the 2024 F-150. The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Experience